Good morning. I'm outside. You can hear the birds joyfully worshiping the Lord. This morning, one of my best friends texted and asked for some prayer after a long night with her 6-year-old just fighting sleep. And, in confession, she was like, I just feel like a crazy person. And I think she was alluding to the fact that she loves this little being so much, and yet it's like it can make her feel so unnerved and out of control and even just unable, and I text her back, hopefully with what felt like encouragement, to say you're not crazy. Rearing children is one of the most impossible feeling feats we'll ever endure, because we're called to harness the spirit of this little sinner, and they have their own will and their way and even their own design in line with where the Father's calling them, Okay, so fast forward a couple hours, and granted I am 7 months pregnant, but I feel like a crazy person myself. And so I wanted to send her a message and be like, oh my gosh, Ashley, you are a crazy person, because we are all crazy people. And my version of craziness looks a little bit different a couple hours later, but another one of my best friends is in her final stages of life, right? And obviously, I love her so much, right? But it's I just am listening to Ellie Holcomb worshiping. My children are doing their handwriting, and we just had this glorious little breakfast together. Captain Crunch berries, because we bought some for my 5-year-old's birthday, who will turn 6 tomorrow. And you hear it, it's just this celebration. We're all joined together, and we're enjoying something small and a sugary cereal and in loud music, and I'm able to be thankful that handwriting isn't a fight, and it's fun, and we're learning, and we're also practicing skills, and we're connected, and so many joyful ways to recognize how the Lord is blessing my home. And then that same exact feeling of the emotion of I will never see this friend again, or the cloud that kind of struck last night is she's not going to meet this baby in my tummy. And then it went on to just kind of for a second, not waterfall, but she won't be there for my 50th birthday. She won't be there for a vacation we might plan to take together after the kids are grown. And the Lord just holds it all. He's mourning with me. He's holding me. He's asking me to just lament. And yet, in the same hand, I can just sit and worship with my kids. And so anyway, I feel like a crazy person, because it's emotions can make just the feeling of powerlessness come, in terms of I have no control, and the awareness and knowledge of I don't need the control, because He holds it all. So my spiritual mentor, who also happens to be my sister, taught me in November, there's room for all of it. And that's just been something that has just struck me so consistently, with the Lord's love, with His justice, with His power, with His grace, with His wisdom, with His plan, to sum it all up, is there's room for all of it. So while I sit here and eat Captain Crunch and celebrate and use it as a form of worship, and mourn the loss of a life that's close to me now and will always be close to me, there's room for all of it. And sometimes as a human, that makes you feel like a crazy person.